Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Riri's Money. For those of you who don't know me, I am a cash stuffer who is based in Canada. I am currently $50,000 in debt, or at least I started this journey $50,000 in debt. I am about, it's a very tiny bit of the way there, but I've paid off about close to $5,000. So today we're actually going to do, you know how people say that they do a vibe check? Well, we're gonna do a cash stuffing envelope check, kind of like a vibe check, but more so for your cash stuffing. But we're gonna put those to the side this time around because we don't need them, and we're gonna bring in these two books. These are A6 binders that I've just purchased off of Amazon, and I do utilize a cash stuffing / envelope system. I use 2 envelopes to carry around money that I would spend if I were to go out to a restaurant or go buy groceries. But for everything else that's in here, there are 10 categories in each binder, I believe. So there's a short-term savings one, which I believe is this one, and we have a long-term savings one, which is this one here. So short-term, you're gonna find things like gas. I go to counseling and therapy, so that's in here as well. And then for long-term, I like to save, for instance, my electricity amount over time, because our bill is sent in by monthly, or it's sent to us by monthly. So I like to have the money prepared in advance, and it's usually anywhere from $75 per person in the home, right up to, for Christmas, it can be $150, $160 for each of us. Let's start off with the red binder, which is my short-term. So in this red binder, first thing we're gonna see here is gas. Now this normally does get depleted, which is fine. I'm not worried about that at all. And I usually put in between $20 and $25. So I did actually spend some money on gas this paycheck. And even though in my last video I mentioned I was short on my paycheck, I got the gas this time. So it was actually about $80 to fill up. But because we collect Shoppers Optimum points, we go to the nearby Esso station, and there were certain bonuses available. We were able to obtain a significant amount of points for filling up during that time frame, so it's not like I wasted my money, and I actually received some benefits back for filling up on gas there. Eating out, we haven't really been eating out a lot, which is really funny because we just had our anniversary. This previously had another $35 in it, but I depleted it when my brother-in-law came to visit. This is, again, meant to be depleted, but I'm surprised that it's not empty, so that's actually fantastic. Counseling and therapies, I had this full up to $95 because one session goes for 1 hour at $95, and I used it when I did not get paid. So it was fantastic to be able to utilize that. And there was also an issue where my counselor didn't give me, or my therapist didn't give me a receipt for the first session. The first 2 sessions of the year are usually covered, so we're a little bit behind on that, but it's fine because I was able to use that money. It's like a flex spending account, and I was able to use that money for something else. Facials I haven't gone and done yet, but by the time I get paid on the 18th of February, this will need to be filled up because I have not gone for a facial in almost 2 months, and my skin is starting to break out. It's not that I haven't been taking care of my face, but because I have very oily, acne-prone skin that tends to build up really quickly, my skin needs a little bit of help, and so I do get facials once a month. Travel, this is building slowly just because we don't really have anywhere to go until April, and even then we're driving to our destination, we're not flying. And I think for a portion of that trip we're staying with family members. Electricity, oh, I've moved this. So this was initially supposed to be in here, but I think I might have changed my mind and put it in here just because I go through this category more than some of the other categories in here, but this one is just sort of slowly building. The next bill is due sometime this month. My emergency fund, this was sort of like an extra thing. I was just throwing like $5 in, $10 in when I had it. There's some money in there so I can put that toward my emergency fund as I continue to rebuild that. I talked about this in another video, but we have a newer car. We bought a 2021 Rogue, Nissan Rogue Platinum, and I know that there are so many do not videos that say do not buy a car new off the lot, but when we bought it there was a sale going on and a whole bunch of really good deals. There was the one day we walked in and they said, well, we have a sale, like we're taking some money off, because I guess car sales hadn't been very good at the time. And they threw in a whole bunch of other benefits, including, I believe it's 1 year's worth of free oil changes. Even with all the discounts and everything, we actually didn't pay as much for the vehicle as we expected to, and we're going to have the vehicle paid off by next year, which is fantastic. The point is, I don't put a lot of money in the car costs and maintenance. However, this also includes things like if the dash cam breaks. This is just, you know, in case something comes up. I actually just got my hair cut. I don't know if you've seen it on Instagram, but I chopped off 12 inches of hair. So I've just emptied this out, so I have no problem with that at all. I also keep my 1K challenge in here. Now, anything that's been cash, I just immediately put into my Wealthsimple account. That's that. I think I would say my expectations for this binder are on par with what I was expecting. Let's take a look at the long-term binder. Clothing, I've mentioned many times before, there isn't really anything that I need right now. I'm really happy with my clothing selection. Maybe I'll go shopping in March, but there's not really anything I need right now. So that's gonna stay like that probably for a bit, and I'll just probably throw in $5 here, $10 there. Cell upgrade, I still have a lot of time to work on this one. This is after signing a 2-year contract at the start of January. And yes, I am paying off my phone, but I've learned my lesson, and I know that for next time I will be paying for the phone up front. Dry cleaning, I'm thinking about getting rid of this category because I don't really actually have dry cleaning anymore. The job that I'm leaving in a few days, I did have a lot of dry cleaning. This is my gifting folder, and I usually use this for everything, including Christmas. We just had our wedding anniversary. We did not buy gifts for each other this year, probably for my husband's birthday and definitely for Christmas. I'm gonna have to have some money in here. Gaming and tech, this is gonna keep building. I have a few games that I want to buy. I'll keep continuing to build that. Have not touched this category either since I've started it. Makeup, I actually did go to Sephora. So for those of you who don't know, I had 3 Sephora gift cards in here. 2 were from Christmas and 1 were redeemed through Aeroplan points. So it was nice to get something new and to treat myself, but treat myself on somebody else's dime. Memberships, this I need to build up leading to December for our Disney Plus and a few other memberships that we have. But this is a slow and steady build. I'm not worried about this one at all, and it hasn't been touched since I opened it. Nail tools, same thing. My next big purchase for my nail tools will be some new colors of nail polish. I use poly gels and gels. I do not use regular nail polish. This one is a slow build as well. Self-care, I already bought candles, so I need to take this out. And Poshmark expenses I haven't started on yet just because I'm a week behind with not getting paid from work, but this is gonna have probably around $40 to $50 in it at all times. The Poshmark expenses are more so for things like packaging. I use bubble envelopes when I send my stuff out. I will do another video on my Poshmark adventures, and some of the stuff I've learned after selling Poshmark is wild, including how much I've wasted on some of the goods that I have purchased for myself over the last couple of years. It is crazy. So that is the long-term binder, and yeah, it's nice to see that I actually thought I was going to be pulling out more money from this, but it's nice to see that it's just a $20 bill that's getting pulled out. Thank you all so much for watching. I was saying previously that I was going to be publishing videos every Saturday, but now that I'm no longer at my current job, and I think with this job that I am potentially going to sign on to, it will allow me more flexibility to do some of the things I love. I've realized that I love Poshmarking. I realized that I love doing stuff for YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. Hopefully this new opportunity will allow me to do the things I want to do. I am just so excited for what's coming up, and that does mean more YouTube videos. So I will be posting a little bit more sporadically than expected. You may find a few more videos than usual versus the original Saturday timeline. Do not forget to follow me on Instagram. I am at Riri's Money, and I'm also on TikTok. Also at Riri's Money. I do have a blog as well. I haven't really been posting to that. I actually skipped last week because of our wedding anniversary, but if you are interested, you can find my blog posts at rirismoney.ca. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.